some breakfast here at the Super 8 Hotel. Look at the pool, looks actually quite good. So we're eating some breakfast before we're heading out again. It's a regular, it's kind of a regular breakfast, but it's good. Temporary breakfast, I think is what it's called. We have Mango. Hello, Mango. And some coffee, which is always nice. And egg. I have spotted another vlogger. We just made it to Carmel by the sea, and we're gonna stick our toes in the water over there. And we actually found a quite nice parking spot. I love sitting. Behind the scenes of taking a photo. It's a little bit too chilly to go. Oh wow! It's a little bit too chilly to go into the water right now, but it's super nice. We just put the feet into the water for a little bit, which was nice. Still have a cold. Hey. the Vista Point here in Big Sur. The only problem is like we had to do a detour, so it was really interesting to see because the road is closed by Gorda. But the view is really beautiful here. So we were trying to find a waterfall. Didn't really find it, but we walked on this trail and we could almost see it. So I think that's probably gonna be good enough. The view is still gorgeous. Hi guys, so this is Elisa from the future. I'm just kidding. So I realized I never told the story about the Hell Road, as we have renamed it to the Hell Road. So I think I mentioned it in my video about the detour we took. It turned out to be the worst decision to take the detour. So when we did the booking, like when we booked our hotels and everything, we realized we couldn't do the whole of the scenic route because parts of the road, I think it was between Gorda and Hearst Castle, somewhere in between that, there was like the road wasn't working because there had been like I don't know what it was. I'm tired and jet lagged. So there had been like a rock slide or something that happened, so the road wasn't open. So, but when we googled before we left, there was like, oh, you can take this detour. So we're like, okay, it's fine, we can take this detour. We wouldn't see like the whole of the scenic route, but at least some of it. And when we got there, like when we tried to Google it, like we couldn't find the detour, but we knew it was a detour. So we found it, and like we were driving there, but it was like no signs to the detour. But then we were like, okay, is there a detour or not? Or we have to turn around, because we were like planning either to do the detour or just to like turn around and do the whole trip back again. So we got there and like we saw this road going up to the side, and so we were like, oh, this has to be the detour, but it looked kind of sketchy. Like it went straight up into the mountains. But I was like, we saw some cars going there, but we wasn't sure because there was like no signs or anything for this detour. But I was like, okay, let's do this. I think the last thing Hilda said, like, we should not do this. I think that was one of the last things she said before we went on this journey. And and I got up this road and I realized quite quickly, like, oh, I probably should not have done this. Because like a really narrow road, and on the one side it was just like straight down, and on the other side it was like a wall wall of, you know, mountain. So I was driving on this extremely narrow road. I was like nervous laughing the whole time, and Trina on the side was like just talking. She was probably the funniest she's ever been on this trip, because when she's nervous she just wants to talk, like pretend nothing is happening, and then Hilda had to like calm herself down in the back and just kept on answering Trina, and while I was like the whole trip, because I'm not a good driver, I can be honest with that. But I got through this. It was a 2-hour trip through the mountains, at a road that went like this. And the cliff straight down, and the mountain on the side right up. And it came cars towards us as well, and on this really narrow road, and they were driving fast. I was like, oh my god. And we had this guy behind us. That's probably the most like chillest Californian I've ever seen in my life. He was driving in this like roofless car, just chilling in the back and with his wife or girlfriend, I don't know. And was one point I was able to like let him pass me, because I was driving really slow, like really slow. So I was like, okay, maybe he wants to pass me, but he was like, nah, I'm good. So I kept on driving because I could not turn back. It was like the road wasn't big enough for me to like turn around. So that was a hell road. And it was just, you know, and at one point there was like a camping man coming through. We went, okay, this big road is not big at all. I think I might have some pictures that Hilda took while we were driving on this road. I don't know. We weren't filming really because we were like, oh, we're gonna die. But I will add the pictures right here if they are there, if I can find them. And there was like still no signs whatsoever. It's hard to explain when you weren't there. Like, imagine me, not the best driver in the world, and just seeing this cliff right down beside me, and I was like, if I drive wrong at one point wrong, I will go straight down. That was my like in my head the whole time. But we survived that trip. It was, yeah, it was a good time. I think it was like by the end of this road, like finally there was a sign and we were like, yeah. So happy that this one sign telling us that we were going the right way. Because this whole trip we were like, what if we are driving the wrong way and we have to drive this road back again? Imagining us doing this road trip, and we did this road like going like this the whole trip and then have to go back again. That would not end well. There was like one part of the road or just, oh, it was done so badly because the asphalt was like was kind of like rounded up and then down and then rounded back up again, and like the whole car just went quiet. We were driving out there. I was like holding onto the steering wheel, we're like, oh, I did not see that. Trina was like hoping, she was like hallucinating that this road was not there, and Hilda was like, I'm actually scared now. So then, yeah, to be a fly on that wall. So this was a longer explanation than I wanted to do, but I felt like I had to explain what happened on that hell road and why I was so tired after that hell road. And my hair is like everywhere right now, but I'm jet lagged. So back to the past me and to this road trip. Bye bye. Alright, now that I look back at it, I kind of realized that I probably thought it was a lot more scarier because of the fact that I don't really drive that often. But I'm still gonna pretend, we're still gonna say that the road was just horrible, and it's still gonna be called a hell road. But you know, for someone that drives a lot, that road was probably not that bad, but for me it was. So we just made it to the hotel room, and this is it. Ooh, good focus. It doesn't want to focus. It's a ghost. This is the hotel room. Ooh.
Still really nice.
Yes, it is. And we have the view to the pool. And so actually got a quite decent view here. And this is the bathroom. Oh, there's a separate sink. Decent.
Decent.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the fridge, that's always good.
And a micro.
Woo! Party.